I was stuck in a loop of a monotonous schedule. Wake up, coaching time. Come back dead, eat, sleep, wake up. Study, eat, sleep, repeat. Study, eat, oh shoot, test day is coming up. So mere 14-15-year-olds, unaware of this world, step out of their safe bubbles into this city known for student suicides. They enter this vicious system, into this coaching culture, hoping to get into their dream colleges. But the system that brought them up would have successfully crushed their curiosity. We either shout, "Expecto Patronum," or otherwise, "Welcome to our coaching, where we provide guaranteed AIR1, but only if you leave your soul out the door. We make your dreams come true." Oh wait, not your dreams. बेटा ये एक एग्जाम तुम्हारी पूरी लाइफ डिसाइड करेगा. बस 2 साल पढ़ लो, उसके बाद मजे ही मजे. ये तुम्हारे दोस्त नहीं, कंपटीशन है. शर्मा जी के बेटे को देखो, पिछले टेस्ट में 650 लाया है. तुम्हारा क्या होगा? If these statements seem alien to you, then you are lucky, my friends, because sadly, these are the average remarks that an aspirant hears day in and day out. Hello everyone, this is Shubhi Vaya, and I come from Kota, the coaching hub of our nation, where each year over 2.5 lakh students set foot, unaware that they are stepping into hell. Now I could go on and state 101 things wrong with this education system, but instead I'm going to start with a story, my story. This year I started my 11th grade. I chose science stream and joined the city's most famous coaching institute for NEET preparation. I was unaware that my life was going to change forever. 4th April 2024, I entered that institute. I was stuck in a loop of a monotonous schedule. Wake up, coaching time. Come back dead, eat, sleep, wake up. Study, eat, sleep, repeat. Study, eat, sleep, repeat. Study, eat, oh shoot, test day is coming up. I tell you, that week before the test day was the worst. And not because of the gloom that hung in the air, but because of the syllabus that was pending, but because of the gloom that hung in the air. You would enter a class and would feel 100 zombies staring into your soul. Once the test got over, things would turn a little light again, faces would turn a little more human, but whoosh, it's the test week again, every second week. This horrifying cycle of tests, classes, backlog, and homework never seemed to end. At least for the next 5 months, when slowly but steadily it dawned on me. I was not enjoying what I was doing. The subjects which once created a whole new world I could dive into were now mere words that I had to cram, formulae I had to remember, and a test I had to crack. I realized that I did not belong there. That month we had 3 tests back to back and were just notified about the next one when I decided to leave it. I decided that it was enough. So I left the coaching institute and shifted back to normal schooling, back to the school I had attended my whole life in September. But it was not at all easy. It took a lot of courage to make a shift between 2 very different systems halfway through the school year with midterms approaching. But trust me, that was one of the best decisions I had ever taken. A week back in school, and I was already a part of Teachers' Day and extra co-curricular competitions like MU20 itself. If at the end of that month, had you asked me, "Shubhi, what all did you do?" Gave midterms, went on a school trip, started preparing for a debate in Kanpur, and planned the next painting that I want to make. But if that same question was posed to me 2 months back, "Shubhi, what all did you do that month?" all I could have probably said was tests, classes, and a failed attempt to complete backlog. The lively atmosphere of the school makes you feel alive. It makes learning fun. You know, the exposure and experience that I get from school through these competitions makes me so much more of a person than those MCQs ever did. So here, I pose a question to you all. How many of you have ever been to a coaching? And how many of you have been dummy students? Okay, so I'm genuinely happy for those of you who don't know what that means. So in Kota especially, there is this system called dummy schools, wherein a child does not go to school and only attends a coaching institute preparing for competitive exams like JEE or NEET. So mere 14, 15-year-olds, unaware of this world, step out of their safe bubbles into this city known for student suicides. They enter this vicious system, into this coaching culture, hoping to get into their dream colleges. Well, wait, let me tell you a secret. When they leave Kota, most of them will not truly be employable. Yes, even if you take the best case scenario, where they study very hard, get an amazing rank, and enter their dream colleges, even then, most of them will not be able to get a great job. Why? Because they won't know how to give a simple interview. Why do I say this? Because you tell me, when all a child has done since grade 7 or 8 is study non-stop, give exams every 15 days with no rest whatsoever. When a child of 12 does not have time to paint or dance or do whatever he or she likes. When schooling is old school for them. When a child has never been given the opportunity to express themselves in front of people, then how will that child be able to speak in front of even 10 people? How will such a child have any hobbies or know anything outside of books? And you know, the biggest misfortune in this situation? That child is still not educated. Yes, he or she may know how to crack that exam, but the system that brought them up would have successfully crushed their curiosity, and the essence of education would have been lost. And now, this was the best case scenario, my friends. Just imagine what would happen to those who could not do well on that one piece of paper that particular day in that particular situation. Imagine what this system would do to them. This dirty culture of coaching, this dirty system destroys the personality development of a child. With no encouragement for creativity, innovation, or skill enhancement, no experience of teamwork or leadership, how can a child have holistic development? How will such a child survive in the real life? So until and unless children at such tender ages are kept away from these kind of dementors ready to kiss and suck the soul out of them, congratulations, your child has successfully been transformed into a robot. Oh wait, no. Even they have started to have creativity and personality of their own these days. So then, I guess, we either shout, expecto patronum, or otherwise, welcome to our coaching, where we provide guaranteed AIR1, but only if you leave your soul out the door. We make your dreams come true. Oh wait, not your dreams. We have the key to your future selves, the one with no personality. Admissions open, enroll today. Thank you.